So good morning. I'm Jennifer Burks, the athletic director at Perry High School. I'd like to welcome you to our signing day celebration. Today we have the opportunity to honor 9 of our student athletes. So super excited about that. I do want to let you know that because of the delay, the bell is going to ring. However, you're all welcome to stay. Please do not get up and leave. You've basically already been excused to 4th hour, so don't stress when the bell rings, okay? All right, so let's honor our athletes. First, Dylan Anderson will be attending the University of Arizona for basketball. Steven Hernandez will be attending the Arizona State University for baseball. Kari will be attending Southern Utah University for gymnastics. Autumn Kunze will be attending the University of Colorado Springs for softball. Taylor Lovell will be attending Brigham Young University in Utah for track and cross country. Nicholas Miller will be attending South Mountain Community College for baseball. Jaylen Pallas will be attending Indiana University for soccer. Strider Salas will be attending Utah Valley University for baseball. And Jordan Swan will be attending the United Air Force Academy in Colorado for volleyball. We're proud to have these student athletes represent us at the next level. Each of them represents all that is good about high school athletics. They are strong both on the field and in the classroom. I love to brag about their GPA, and this group's average GPA is 3.8. So, as usual, this group has excelled athletically, as you can tell by the prestigious schools they are all attending. So let's start with Dylan. He was named to the highest honor in the state as the 2020-21 Arizona Gatorade Player of the Year. He was also all 6A Conference First Team, was named to the Arizona Central All-State Basketball Team, was All Premier Region Player of the Year, and All CUSD Player of the Year. Our baseball and softball players survived a year where their seasons were cut short. But last year, they came back strong, with Steven and Nick being named All-Premier Region and All-CUSD. Autumn was also named All-Premier Region, and we have no doubt this year Strider will be named to both of those teams. Congratulations. Kari is a USA Women's Elite and Junior Olympic National Qualifier. Okay, what that means is you might see her on TV. And she has had 5 scores in the top 100 nationally for beam, vault, floor, and all-around. All right, take a deep breath. So Taylor, starting with cross country, has earned all-state first team honors multiple years, placing as high as 3rd in the state meet. She was first team all-state AZ Central and nominated for Runner of the Year. She has been named All-Premier Region Runner of the Year twice and named All-CUSD 4 years. And in track, she was the state runner-up in the 800, 3rd in the 3200, 4th in the 1600, and was named All-Premier Region First Team in all 3 events. She holds the school record in the 800, 1600, 3200, and is a member of the 4x8 and distance medley relays. Jaylen was All-State Second Team, All-Premier Region, and All-CUSD. Jordan has twice been a member of a state championship final and has been named All-State Defensive Player of the Year, All-State First Team, All-Premier Region Defensive Player of the Year, and All-CUSD. And on top of that, she is also a member of the beach volleyball team. So their accomplishments say a lot about the quality of our sports programs, our coaches, our parents, teachers, and athletes here at Perry High School. For the friends and teammates of these student athletes, I hope you look to them as an inspiration. Getting to this point took them years of hard work, including hours of practice time, miles of travel, late nights doing homework, sore bodies, and dedication and sacrifice by their families. Additionally, they have flourished despite the exceptional challenges these athletes face during their time in high school. The fact that they are here and that we are able to celebrate them today is a bright spot for all of us. So from Perry High School, I want to congratulate each of you and wish you good luck in the next stage of your life as a student athlete. And I say this every time, so here we go again. I want you to know that even though you are about to become a Wildcat, a Sun Devil, a Thunderbird, a Mountain Lion, a Hoosier, a Wolverine, a Falcon, and 2 Cougars, you're always going to be Pumas to us. So at this time, we have a few words from our coaches about each athlete. I do want to mention Kari's coach wasn't able to make it, but she sends her love and wants you to know that Kari is awesome. All right, so we're going to start with Coach Dwayne to talk about Dylan.
Thank you. I'm tremendously honored to be here for Dylan's signing. An incredible person. And I'm I didn't write a whole lot down. I'm gonna go from my heart on this one. Mrs. Burks talked about his achievements. Gatorade Player of the Year. He is the first Gatorade Player of the Year for the Chandler District in basketball. His Player of the Year awards for the region, all Arizona. Those things are great, and Mrs. Burks talked about those, but I'm gonna talk about something that might be even more important, which is the kind of person that Dylan is and the kind of teammate that Dylan is. He's an outstanding individual with a tremendous work ethic. He really is a positive leader for our team and probably one of the best teammates that I have ever coached in my career. He comes every day. And when you're on the floor in a game, if you come into the gym, you don't know if we're winning or losing. He just stays the course, keeps competing. He has that type of mentality of just doing what's best for the team. He has a lot of stats. He has tremendous stats, but he would probably trade all of his stats. I know he would trade his stats for wins. He really cares more for his teammates, and our guys will tell you how positive he is as a leader. He wants to win, so he's happy when our other guys are scoring, when our other guys are doing well, and he wants to do what's best to win. He will sacrifice his numbers, his stats for winning. And when you get down to it, that's what you really want in a teammate, and he has our guys back. And as a coach, I could not ask for anything more. Every day he comes and works. He comes and has a tremendous work ethic, positive leader, whether he's on the sideline, he's sitting out, or he's playing. We have him on the bench. He's cheering for his teammates on the floor. He's always positive. When I get on a guy in practice, which I've done a few lately, Dylan is the first guy to say, hey, you're okay. Hey, keep going. That is a tremendous leader for us, and I think he brings more to our program than just his numbers. He's a tremendous player if you look at everything he's done and what he will do, and his best basketball is ahead of him, which is really, really exciting. And what separates him from other players is at his height, he can score at all 3 levels. He can score inside, mid-range, and he can shoot the 3. And that is going to play very, very well at the next level. He's picked a tremendous program and a perfect fit for him, and he will do really well there, and he will exceed, and he will reach his goals of one day playing for money. Not to put that pressure on you, but he is, and I've coached a lot of elite players. He's in that category. So I'm honored to have coached him. I'm excited to coach you this year. I appreciate the family, tremendous family, very supportive. Thank you for all you've done. His guys that have worked with him, thank you. You guys have been awesome to our program. Excited for this year. We're expecting to do great things, and Dylan will be a leader of that. So Dylan, I cannot be more happier for you. Congratulations.
All right, next we have Coach Tippett to talk about our baseball players.
Good morning, everybody. Thanks for being here. Everybody on the stage, what an accomplishment. Congratulations to all of you, all of your parents, which the sacrifice they've done for the last 17, 18 years, you don't understand until down the road. Your coaches, all the way from Little League or youth sports to today, your private coaches, your teachers, your boys, your teammates out here. Thank you to everybody, because everybody's a part of this day, and I'm just glad we have so many people to share this. We have 3 guys today signing. It's a really special day for our baseball program. We're fortunate we have 33 active guys either in pro ball or college ball right now, and we're adding 3 more today to that list, and that's a pretty unique fraternity right there. I will say with these 3 guys, in addition to the people I know on stage, I don't know, several of you. I see several of you guys working in your other sports as well. Jaylen, I'm surprised you're not kicking a ball right now. But everybody really, they've worked hard, but they're good people. Like Coach Dwayne said, better people make better Pumas. I mean, we have a reputation in our campus of good human beings sending them to college and being successful academically and athletically, and this group is going to be no different. I'm really excited to see you guys over the next 4 years. The first guy I'm going to talk about is Steven right here, the Broderick family and the Hernandezes. Personally, I can't tell you how proud I am of Steven. I'm talking just on a personal level, because after 3 games of his sophomore year on JV, after all these guys' sophomore year on JV, they only got 3 games and we got shut down. And out of everybody that I've come across, I know his story and that he took that to heart, and it opened his eyes to something that we don't really see until later, that sports can get taken away from us like that. Okay, and that just flipped a switch, and I haven't seen this guy let up since. He's right up there with everybody else we've ever had that's gone on to big-time college or professional baseball. He has learned how to work hard, and he is driven, and he's almost like this insatiable desire to always be hitting or always be working, always do something. And yeah, he can be goofy sometimes, and we all can. Who can't be? But the guy's matured beyond his years, and I'm so insanely proud of where he's come. So congratulations, Steven, man. Good job. Nick's another guy. I mean, I can't brag enough about Nick. Coming into high school, I heard, people just saying, well, Nick can't do this and that, and every time I just had to stop them and say, have you ever watched this kid play for 2 seconds? This guy, talk about insatiable thirst. He just wants to beat everybody at everything, no matter what it is, and he will do whatever it takes. And he will work hard when nobody's watching to make sure he has developed that skill that he's able to do that. He's kind of got the same mentality in the classroom. His grades are phenomenal, and he's just an awesome human being. Quick story, last season, got to tell the Corona story. Okay, to talk about the guts this guy has early in the season, in a shortened season as well. It's not a typical season, so we didn't have our preseason tournaments and everything. It's like, boom, okay, we got to go over to Corona and play in an early season PowerPoint game. And Nick comes in, I believe it was the 6th inning to pitch, okay? So he comes in, pitch, does the job, has a quick inning, boom, go to left field for the 7th, okay? Well, in the 7th inning, we needed him back on the mound, okay? And this is something that we don't really try to do, but you know what? Nick, go back out there. A double play, a punch out later, we get a win. Okay, so he was willing to do whatever it takes. Now, he wants to be a starting pitcher, but last year he tied our school record as a closer for saves. And this year he's going to have a bigger role, and we couldn't be more excited for him and his opportunity at South. So, Nick, attaboy, good job. Congratulations. And speaking of guys who have really grown, I don't know, okay, this is literally and metaphorically here. Okay. Strider, I think we met when you were a 7th grader and you were about that big. blonde hair, big old smile, nice smile, fun kid, always happy kid. And then sophomore year, he didn't run into injuries. He just grew. And in doing that, he wasn't able to play. He lost his whole sophomore year. He wasn't able to develop because he was just growing in a way that we don't see too often. Now you're 6'5", and you came to us probably 5'6", okay? And this guy is now, throwing wise, he has all the tools that a scout or a college coach just salivate over, okay? Athletic as all get out now. Throws the ball like you wouldn't believe. Great glove, and he could play. I bet you if I put gear on him, he could play all 9 positions. He could probably catch, but he can play 8 of the 9 positions, no problem. Okay, and when he runs into a ball, he's going to break a window on the gym eventually. So I'm just going to apologize in advance. Okay, the sky is the limit for that man over there, and I can't wait to see you this senior year. So again, congratulations to you, Stry, and everybody on the stage. Well done, and congratulations.
All right, next we have Coach Hee to talk about Autumn.
Good morning. Thank you for coming out in support of all these athletes. Obviously, a really big day for everybody on this stage. A lot of hard work went into getting you where you're going, so congratulations. I could talk about Autumn's athletic prowess for quite some time. I want to start off by saying, and when you see Autumn, she's all of 5'4", probably, little tiny thing. As a pitcher, when you go out and you're 5'4", people look at you and go, okay, no big deal here. Autumn last year threw against Xavier, both games that we played them. They were the state champions last year. And she threw 14 innings and gave up 1 run. Up to about the halfway point of our season, her ERA was about 1.5, which is unheard of. She has command of 6 pitches. Extremely talented pitcher, but that's the least of her, what she's accomplished in life. She's a great person. She's a great teammate. You wouldn't think she was a leader because she's such a quiet demeanor kid. She's very quiet, but she is a driven kid. So when other kids get a little sloppy and a little out of tune, I can always see her working. And I think that brings the group into where she's at and gets them back on the right page. I honestly thought that she would end up at an Ivy League school. What is your GPA, 4.3? Yeah. I thought she would end up Ivy League. She found this school and fell in love with it. So she's happy where she's going, but she easily could have been at a Harvard or a Yale or any of those big Ivy schools and probably started as a freshman. I think she will get a lot of time with the school she's with as well as a freshman. Great kid, great softball player, and I know with her work ethic the way it is, she is the ultimate worker. You have to kind of stop her sometimes because she won't stop working, which got her in a little bit of trouble last year because towards the end of the season she was injured. Even though she was injured, she still wanted to take the ball and go out and play. We had to kind of, at some point, say, hey, you know what? Your health is more important than this softball game right now. So at the end of the year, she got less time than she did at the beginning. We wish we could have used her towards the end, but we couldn't because she was injured. Classroom, like I just said, she's a 4.3 student. Community person, she's always out and giving to her community. Just an outstanding human being. Mom and Dad both are very active in our program. Booster Club president sitting right there, always working, which brings her into the mix as well, which means she's working not only on the softball field, not only in the classroom, but also raising money for the program. I can't say enough about Autumn and her family. Great people, and we're gonna miss you tremendously when you leave. Thank you.
All right, next we have Coach Eidelman, who's going to talk about Taylor.
All right. Wrote a few things down. I don't know if I'm going to go per script or not, but I want to congratulate everybody that's up here, congratulate the parents. It's been a long road, and I know you're super proud of your kids, and we're all proud of them as well. Taylor came to us as a freshman, so she's been with cross country and track for 4 years, and she was a soccer player. So her dream was to go to BYU and play soccer for BYU, and we got half of it right? But freshman year, always had a little bit of knee pain because of I think club soccer. So she was doing both at the same time. She did that throughout high school, club soccer while doing track, while doing cross country. So we had a little bit of knee pain, and we ran in a meet at Marana, and I think that's the first time I was like, wow, she's going to be somebody really, really special. And after that Marana meet, she ran with some knee pain, and she kind of hobbled in. We beat Highland for the first time, which was very exciting for me. But when she came in, I remember telling her, you have a chance to break every single record at this school. And as Ms. Burke said a little bit earlier, Taylor did break every record at this school for track. Taylor continued to grow and to develop. She dedicated herself more and more to running, and has placed high in both cross country and track over the past 3 years, over the past 4 years for cross country. I'm looking forward to seeing what she can do as a BYU Cougar. I know she's going to continue to develop and grow, and the sky's the limit. So congratulations, Taylor.
All right. Next is Coach Robert to talk about Jay.
Good morning. Jay, your sister just texted me and said the live stream isn't working, so I'll text her back in a minute. First off, like all the other coaches, I like to thank everyone for coming out and supporting these student athletes. They're obviously some of the best in their sport, and we're happy they were Perry Pumas, so congratulations to all of you. Before I talk about Jay, I'd like to personally congratulate Taylor Lovell. She's been an integral part of our program for the last 3 years, and we wish you all the best of luck. We're going to miss you on the field this year, but we hope to see you out with us at some point throughout the year when you're not training. But congratulations, Taylor. I always start off with a quote, and I love this quote from the great Colin Powell. It's success is the result of perfection, hard work, learning from failure, loyalty, and persistence. Thinking of that quote really reminds me of Jay because she's does all of those things daily. She's on her way to create her own success story. She wants to go into sports management or sports marketing once her soccer career is over. Hopefully that's not for a while, because I know that's what her dream is. And with her work ethic, she's going to be playing for a while. Even though I met Jay 4 years ago, I started hearing about how good she was about 7 to 8 years ago, because of her older sister, Taryn, would tell me lots of stories about her. Well, Taryn, when you watch this, you were right, for sure. This will be the second year that I've had the pleasure of coaching Jay. She's a true leader on and off the playing field. We just had our first team meeting on Monday, and I told all of her teammates that she's a person that they should all try to emulate. She's the most realistic and optimistic player that I've ever seen. And those words run very deep for me. She can look at two sides of an issue and see through it with multiple perspectives. And I know that that's something that, I do not know if it's something that Jay would be interested in, but she would be a fantastic coach. I mentioned that on Monday. She's a great mentor. She would be a great teacher at some point. But she's very special to our program. I have no doubt that the best things in life are yet to come for her. She's put in a lot of hard work to be sitting up here today, And it's one of her personal goals that she's been striving for many years. I remember talking to her as a freshman and her talking about being a professional soccer player. She's just about there. It has taken her years and dedication to get to this point. So Jay, from me to you, I commend you for your hard work and dedication. I know it's not going to stop. I know you're constantly, probably right now, thinking of what you can do later to make yourself better. You know how proud of you I am. Very few, other than the ones that are sitting up here and the ones trying to get up here, know what you guys have had to give up, not only throughout your elementary and junior high years, but your high school years. I know you've all given up dances and all kinds of things to get where you are, and your reward is sitting right here. Before I let the Jay talk and the rest of the athletes talk, I just wanted to say a few more words about her. Several years ago, players, and I'm going to say this every year because I think of words about kids all the time, and they created a video of the seniors. And it ended with each player having to say one word to describe how they felt about them individually. So each year it gets me thinking about them, and there's numerous words I can think about Jay. But like I told you earlier, optimistic and realistic are the two words that come to mind. Our program, Jay's teachers, club coaches, her parents have been working with her for years to instill all the great traits that Jay possesses. The bottom line is, if Jay did not possess all these character traits and many more, she would not be sitting up here. This will be Jay's second year as a varsity player for us. Believe me, I tried getting her to come out her first 2 years, but understood her ultimate goal. During the last 2 years, she has brought a lot of much-needed energy to our team. On the field, she makes things look easy. She's always about team and others first. This is why she is such a great human being. In her 14 varsity games played so far, she's totaled 8 goals and 4 assists. She played center back for us. It's a position that she could play easily, but it was a position that I know she didn't want to play, but selflessly took it and played it extremely well. Like I said, while scoring 8 goals and had 4 assists, that's tremendous. But we're going to turn her loose this year, and I know she's excited about that. So you'll see that scoring margin go way up. I'd like to end with a quote. I love John Wooden. Success is never final, failure is never fatal, but it's courage that counts. Jay, as most of you know, is going through something right now, and she's got more courage than, honestly, I don't know a lot of you, but probably all of us combined. So, Jay, keep fighting. We're praying for you. You know how much love and admiration I have for you and your teammates. I'm proud of everything and what you've accomplished to date. Let's see, I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time reading now. I'd like to say when you've turned to a true leader, but reality is, I'd like to say that you have turned into a true leader, but the reality is you have been a true leader for a long time. When you leave Perry in May, you'll be leaving a legacy that future players will try to achieve. Congratulations and best of luck.
All right, and now we have Coach Mann to talk about Jordan.
Wow, I got to follow that up. I'm going to do a quote from Coach Roberts, the love and admiration part, I'm here to talk about Jordan Swan today. She's accompanied by Ron and Teresa, who are awesome parents. Affectionately, over the last few years, Jordan's name has gone from Jordan to Joe to Joseph. And, when I think of her and when I think of a lot of the girls on our team, my heart just gets filled with love for her and the contribution that she's made to our program over the last 3 years. She's been a starter for us for 3 years, leading us to 2 state championships. And she's just an absolute stud. She's got a 4.0 GPA, unblemished GPA, a 4.56. So when you think of what kind of college could a kid who's that smart go to, I think Air Force Academy is just a great fit for her. She is the kid that's in the gym early and helping set up nets. She's our captain. She's our leader. She's just the most unselfish kid who's a spark plug. And the girls, not only I, but the girls on our team just absolutely love this kid. She's always there cheering for her teammates, thinking of others before she thinks of herself. And she's just one of these girls who brings the team together. We're going to miss her dearly. We absolutely love Jordan. Hopefully she has a great year on the beach this year. But I can't even tell you how much love and admiration I feel for her. So Jordan Swan, thank you.
Okay, now comes the part that they wait 4 years for. So Dylan, you get to say a few words first.
I just want to start by thanking Coach Dwayne and Coach Hartwig for pushing me to be my best. Thank you to Coach Josh and Coach August for helping me expand my game. Thank you to my brother for pushing me in the gym and being my mentor basically all throughout high school. Thank you for my dad for doing his best to help me pursue my dreams and always setting me up for success. Thank you to my mom for the endless support and being my #1 fan. Excited to be a Wildcat and play for Coach Lloyd. Bear down.
First off, congrats everyone up here. I'd like to give a huge shout out for my mom for always taking me to early games, late night practices, picking me up when I'm at a low, and just being my #1 supporter. And then huge shout out to my dad for always pushing me to be better, helping me with pitching, endless rounds of BP when your arm doesn't hurt. I'd like to thank my family for supporting me and being here today, and my little brother Christian for always trash talking me. I'd like to thank the ASU coaching staff for giving me the opportunity to play at the next level. I'd like to thank Coach Moda for helping me with my swing since COVID, and thank the rest of the Perry coaching staff to help me improve. I'd like to thank trainer Allison for being an absolute dog. And finally, thank all my teammates for making baseball fun, and can't wait to finish off senior season strong with you guys. Forks up.
First of all, I want to say thank you to my parents for everything you sacrificed and the hours you spent driving me to practice and doctor's appointments, lots of those, and just everything. Thank you. So if you would have told me 2 years ago that I would be going to college on a D1 gymnastics team, I would have thought you were totally joking. After tearing my ACL for the second time freshman year, I thought my career was over and I would never fulfill my goal of competing for a D1 gymnastics team, but I still had hope to achieve my goal. It was definitely one of the hardest things I've done in my entire life, but I'm so happy to say that everything I've sacrificed the past 15 years of doing gymnastics was all worth the struggle. I'm so excited to be a T-Bird and join the Southern Utah family. Thank you to all my friends and family for the support.
I would like to thank all my family, friends, teammates, and coaches for helping me get to this point in my softball career. Extra special thank you to my parents first, because they have always been by my side and they never stopped believing in me. Specifically, thank you to my mom for being my personal physical therapist and helping me achieve my dreams. And thank you, Dad, for being my first coach and continuing to push me. My sister gets a big thank you for being my personal catcher, even when she hated it. Thank you to my pitching coach, Tori, who has never stopped believing in me and my abilities, even when I doubted myself. Thank you to my club coach, Coach Joe, who has given me endless opportunities against our toughest competition each weekend. Finally, I would like to thank Coach Hehe for showing me leadership on the field and continually supporting me and the team in one of the most competitive softball regions in Arizona. I am beyond excited to continue my athletic and academic career at the University of Colorado, Colorado Springs. Go Pumas and go Mountain Lions.
To begin with, I want to thank my Heavenly Father for being with me every step of the way. I want to thank all my coaches, Coach Evola, Coach Eidelman, and Coach Gorecki, for pushing me and for being patient with me as I found my love for running. Thank you to all my teammates who are here and past teammates who are now in college for pushing the pace in the first rep of every workout and helping me to become who I am today. Thank you to Coach Brett and Coach Roberts for allowing me to play soccer for them and for teaching me a lot of the stuff that I know now. Thank you to Coach Taylor and all the BYU staff for giving me this opportunity to run at the next level for my dream school. Lastly, thank you to my friends and family for supporting me in everything I do. Mom, thank you for picking me up when I'm always down. And Dad, thank you for the tough love you gave me that pushed me into the sport that I love. Shout out to my little sister because she wanted me to say this. But I'm so excited to become a BYU Cougar. Go Cougs.
All right, I want to start off by saying how grateful I am to play this game at the next level by thanking my parents and my brother for all the support they've given me over the years. I would like to also thank all my teammates and coaches that I've had throughout my life, and I want to especially thank my pitching coach, Brian Broderick, for helping me get to where I am today. Lastly, I would like to thank the coaches over at South Mountain for giving me this opportunity. Go Cougs.
First and foremost, God is good, and I'm beyond blessed and thankful to be gifted this opportunity to play the next level. I'd like to thank my family, my parents for their constant support and sacrifice, my sister Taryn for showing me how to work hard and earn it, and my brother Trenton for teaching me that losing is no fun and instilling every ounce of competitiveness in me. I'd like to thank my coaches, first the Indiana soccer staff, Erwin, Emily, Tim, and Kevin, thank you for taking a chance on me and making this happen. My club staff, Derek, Tiff, and all the coaches before who helped shape me into the player and person I am today. My high school staff, Keith, Roberts, Brett, and Nick, for helping me to continue to love the game. And the biggest shout out to my trainer, Trey, who invested in me endlessly and changed the trajectory of my playing career. I can't thank you all enough. Lastly, to my friends and teammates, thank you for standing next to me through the highs and lows and being a big reason why I love the game. You guys have always been my biggest supporters and encouragers, and I definitely would not be here without y'all. I can't wait to see what God has in store for me the next 4 years at Indiana University, but couldn't be more excited. Go Hoosiers.
I just want to thank my friends and family that came out today and that have helped me push myself to be a better person. I want to give a big thank you to my mom and dad for everything that they have done to help me reach my goals and get me to be the best player I can be. They are truly my biggest and best supporters. I'm excited and blessed to be able to continue to play baseball at Utah Valley University and want to thank them for allowing me to continue to live my dream. Thank you to all my coaches that have helped me achieve this, and thank you to my pitching coach, Brian Broderick, to making me the pitcher I am today. Thank you to my sisters for sitting through hours of baseball games to support me. Also, shout out to Allison for being the best trainer at Perry. I can't wait to finish out my senior year strong and continue my baseball journey at Utah Valley University. Pigeons are fake.
First, I want to thank God for this opportunity. I'm very blessed to be able to attend a college where I can play my favorite sport as well as have the honor to serve my country. I wouldn't be here without the love and support of my family, friends, teammates, and coaches. I'm thankful for the endless love I receive from my parents, and I'm grateful for the way they have helped me along this journey. They spend countless hours watching me play, traveling thousands of miles, and spending insane amounts of money just to support me. Thank you to my sister for her guidance and support. I'm so blessed to have such a strong person to look up to in all aspects of life. Thank you to the rest of my family for your support as well. Thank you to all my friends for always being there for me and cheering me on. A very special thank you to every single one of my school and club teammates for constantly giving me confidence and strength through the rough days and making volleyball fun. Thank you to the whole Perry volleyball program for everything. Thank you to Coach Wright for always pushing me to be the best I can in the weight room. Thank you to Coach Tolman for being my go-to when I need help and for being there throughout my entire time at Perry. Thank you, Coach Mann and the Wagners, for being stellar coaches and believing in me and giving me the confidence to thrive at this level. Thank you to every single one of my club and beach coaches as well. You've all taught me so much, and I would not be here without any of you. I'm truly blessed to be surrounded by such loving and supportive people. I'm grateful for this opportunity to play at the next level, and all glory goes up to God. Go Falcons!
Okay, that was awesome. You guys were great. So here's the most important thing. If you guys would find the pen on your table and your paperwork. So if they need the date, it's November 10th, 2021, and the time is 10:16 a.m. And if you would go ahead and sign. Did we get everybody? All right, one last congratulations to all of you. Again, all of Puma Nation is so excited. We can't wait to watch you. It'll be fun. I know some of you play on Fridays and Saturdays here, but you're going to make those Fridays and Saturdays especially exciting for us. So congratulations. That is officially the end of our program, but here's what we do now. So you're welcome to get photos with friends and family, anything you would like. Before you leave, though, please take off your sign. They're yours to keep, but I need you to come out to the front and we'll get official photos out front as well. All right, congratulations.